Something incredibly different now, as Johnny Depp is real-life Boston gangster Whitey Bulger, while Benedict Cumberbatch plays his politician brother in a true crime drama that's stranger than fiction. But before we find out if Black Mass is any good, let's have a little look.
I thought it was a family secret.
It's a recipe.
No. No. You said to me, this is a family secret, and you gave it up to me, boom. Just like that. You spilled the secret family recipe today. Maybe you spill a little something about me tomorrow. So, just saying, could get you buried real quick.
That is a good trailer, isn't it?
It's fierce.
Fierce.
Yeah.
Listen, I really enjoyed this film, okay, and for one key reason, okay, and that is the acting is absolutely superb in this. We have Johnny Depp back to his best. Like, no more Tim Burton, don't worry about that. He's going back to his kind of Donnie Brasco days here. And him as Whitey Bulger is absolutely terrifying. But it's not all about Johnny Depp, because we have the amazing Joel Edgerton as well, who in some scenes I actually think really outshines Johnny Depp, which I think is a
he's got a wicked sort of 70s kind of Elvis thing going on, hasn't he?
Yeah, massively. And actually the whole look and feel of this, of being set in the 70s and really feeling gritty in terms of the grain on the camera, getting very technical now. You know, the cinematography is just so on point for that period in which it needs to be filmed. Oh, I loved it.
Here's the thing about this film. So when I see it, I'm a big fan of Donnie Brasco. It's one of my favourite movies. And I'm thinking, okay, Johnny Depp, gangster film. I'm aware of the story of Whitey Bulger anyway, the true story, and I thought, yes, please. This is the film I'm looking forward to absolutely the most this year.
Yeah.
And I was disappointed. The reason is, I think it looks incredibly authentic, as you say.
Yeah.
It is 100% 1970s South Boston, really grainy, gritty, grubby. It is a very bleak film as well. I mean, it's a true story, and I think it is incredibly true to life.
That's the thing that I think that I quite like about it, though, is that they haven't taken too much artistic license with this, and they've gone, do you know what, it's a really compelling story in itself, so let's stay true to it. Whether or not that's a flaw or not, I'm not so sure. Because
that's the thing, in order to invest in a film, generally, I feel like you need to connect with a character. And I know we got different things out of this. Whitey Bulger is just so incredibly vile. I had absolutely no sympathy, no empathy for him. I just thought, oh my God, get arrested, die, you're horrible.
I had a little bit of the opposite. I get where you're coming from, but actually there are moments and there are scenes where, you know, he's seen sort of hugging an old lady from his place where he grew up, and it was like, we all know all this kind of gangster stuff that's going on in the background, but there's a real key community sense with him, which I thought was strange, but that's probably how well respected he was where he was.
That's the same old lie you get in these they're the Robin Hoods of their community. No, they're not. They're drug dealers and pimps. So you know what I mean. Like,
I do get that. And also, it's kind of a linear storyline. So in that respect, you're not getting Goodfellas. You're not getting something like that. There were points in which I thought it was boring.
Long.
But I didn't know anything about Whitey Bulger.
Yeah,
so I felt like I learnt something out of this. Anyway, Joe, what's your verdict?
I think you're absolutely right. I think that the performances are incredible. Joel Edgerton especially is a standout performer, but it's not Goodfellas, and it's not quite the film it could have been.
Absolutely, I do agree with that. But if you do want to see Johnny Depp back to his best, and also an amazing Joel Edgerton, then this is definitely something that you might want to go and check out. Just don't worry about the kind of bland, linear storyline of it. And also, it's definitely not one for the squeamish.
Also, don't forget, if you've seen any of the films we're talking about and are screaming at the screen because we've got it so blooming wrong, then please do join in the conversation. It's simple at Showbiz Movies.